This is just a quick one to go on the end of another video. I'm making some sandwich. I've got leftover chicken satay and leftover shredded beef, which isn't quite warmed through yet. Let's give that another 30 seconds. And I'm going to be putting it between some toast to make a leftover takeaway, Chinese takeaway sandwich. Mmm, yummy. Going to need a fork. I gotta get rid of these skewers, obviously. Oh. We're still not bubbling. Need that to be bubbling. Back to the bread. The bread is defrosted. It's a little bit pliable, but I'm going to want it toasted because I think that's going to complement the flavours better. So let's put that down for a tiny bit longer. Back over here. See, those ones were searing away. Oh, that's what I want to hear. Can you hear that? There we go. We got some proper heat in there now. Right. Bread, nice and toasty. Get these sandwiches made. So here we go with the continuation of the making of the sandwich. Now, I kind of wish I had I'm not going to be able to put it down on this plate. I'm going to need another plate to put the sandwich on, because of heating it on that plate, it's covered it in the oil. And so I'm going to need these. Whoop. Hoping they were going to come off quite easy. Oh yeah, it is. There we go. And there. So this first layer of the sandwich is going to be satay chicken. Satay chicken is essentially sort of, I'm going to guess, peanut butter. Is my view on it. I don't know. I'm going to need to cut that off of there with a knife. I think it's basically peanut butter with chicken skewers. Other people have a different opinion of chicken satay, but I believe it's just peanut butter. Oh, and it makes a wonderful sandwich. This is going to be yummy. So it's like a chicken and peanut butter sandwich, hey Max?
No, it's actually, that is peanut sauce.
I know, but it tastes like peanut butter.
They mix up sauce.
I'm pretty sure it's peanut butter. I'm pretty sure it's peanut butter, soy sauce, and chili oil that makes it.
Okay, yeah. I think.
Okay. And then layer 2, shredded beef. With, it's got this chili sauce on it. Lovely sticky. Don't know if you call this Singapore beef or something. I can't remember the name exactly. I'm going to look it up. Oh. And then, look at that. Monstrous sandwich. I've got to wash my hands quickly. That looks amazing. Let's put this in the sink so it doesn't stain anything else. Even though it's going to go in the dishwasher, there's some occasions when you just want to rinse something else in the sink, because there's cumin or turmeric on this, which is just stained my fingers yellow, and if I get it on any of the work surfaces around here, it's going to mean bleach to get rid of it. I've had it turn the inside of the sink yellow as well. It's very, very, very potent spice. So, what do we reckon to this sandwich then? I think it's pretty impressive myself. Let's have a bite into it and see what we've got taste-wise. Mmm. Amazing. Mmm. Absolutely amazing. Mmm. I would suggest everybody makes one of these. Okay, this is part 1 of the video. Part 2 will be later. Let's go this way.
Yeah, this way.
You going to start your video rolling?
It is rolling.
Okay, so we're going that way?
Yeah. That way. Don't go to the very back.
Welcome to Bad Food Blog, and today's bad food is not bad food at all. Look at this wonderful thing. It is 2 hoisin duck burgers. Alexa, kitchen lights on 100%. That's better. 2 hoisin duck burgers. And I have some nice buns to go with them as well. After yesterday's lunch, so I have some brioche buns to go with them. And there's 2 more brioche buns than I need, but I can make some homemade burgers for those later. Brioche buns are very, very, very delicate. You have to be careful with them, because what's most interesting about them is they go off pretty quick, and when you toast them, they toast extremely fast. They go from like not cooked to burnt in seconds. So I'm going to have to be very careful with them. Right, now, for now, let's look at these burgers. Now, for obvious reasons, I will be frying the burgers, because it would be a crime to do them any other way. Let's have a look. Will they both fit in that pan? I'm not seeing it. Let's get the bigger one. Yeah, I think I'm going to need the larger pan there, aren't I? They'll both definitely fit in that. Right, let's get over there and get the pan warmed up. So I'm going to use the front one, even though it's smaller. Little dash of oil in the pan. Let's let that heat up over the next couple of minutes, and let's read the instructions on the burger, if there are any. Seasoned with ginger, garlic, and star anise, and spring onions. Ooh, wow, nice. Cooking instructions. Fry 10 to 12 minutes. 1 teaspoon of oil, okay, in a frying pan on a high heat. Add the burgers, reduce to a medium heat, turn frequently during cooking. Pan's going to take a while to get up to temperature. It's getting warm, it will start heat, but I need to get that up to a high heat first. Ingredients: 71% duck, got some water, spring onions, sugar, dried potatoes, rice flour, corn flour, rice vinegar. My god, the list of ingredients is massive. Kind of surprised me it's only 71% duck, to be honest. I guess the potatoes in there to sort of give it form. I imagine there's some eggs and some other binding equipment in there as well. Yeah, this pan does eat a lot of oil just to get itself going. I imagine, being that it's 71% duck, there's going to be a fair bit of fat comes off these burgers as well. As you can often expect. I think we're nearly there. Might have to, starting to see some smoke and some spitting from the pan, so I'm starting to see the oil do that thing where it really separates. But the edge of the pan isn't quite hot yet. I think we're there for taking the packaging off. Oh, there we go. Oh, they're quite squishy and wet. Would definitely have to wash my hands after that. Let's turn the pan down. You can see that I've got smoke rising from there, so it's time to get the burgers in. That bit where you see the smoke is the bit where we want to start cooking. Move those around and let's go and wash my hands while they settle in for a couple of and seal. I'll just get rid of this, I'll be back. Okay, that's quite interesting. Definitely seeing a reasonable amount of stuff going on here. Oh, smells amazing. Definitely getting some good sense of smell off of it as well. It's absorbed all of that oil and it's looking dry. I don't want it to be too dry, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit more oil in, just to make sure it doesn't stick and burn to the pan. So the idea of turning frequently, I think we've probably sealed that bottom. Let's go for the first flip, shall we? There we go. First flip is in. You can see this pan much hotter in the middle. Got a little separation of a tiny bit of burger there. Let's probably get a little taste of that once that little bit's cooked. Not bad at all. Leave it to cook there for a minute. So they've been cooking away for a couple more minutes. I'm going for the next flip now. Trying also to make sure that which side is more cooked. Okay. Not 100. Well, that little bit I tasted was quite nice, but I'm not 100% sure that they're getting hot enough. I'm going to have to add a lid and turn down the temperature a bit. They're quite thick, and although the heat's getting through, I'm going to turn them regularly, but I want to make sure that they're properly cooked all the way through. I will put the temperature probe on them. But definitely doing okay at the moment. Right, so they're about, probably I would say half cooked. They've been in there a good 3-4 minutes, maybe 5. So let's get the toaster done, which is always fun. Oh, yeah, I should wash this knife up before I use it again. Sorry, it had raw, it cut the packet open, and there's always a chance there's definitely a chance there's raw juices on there, and I don't want that getting on the bread. Cross-contamination and all. Always make sure that everything is clean and hygienic. There we go. One brioche bun. The other brioche bun, right? And keep them on temperature 2 and whoops, oh, it's not plugged in. How you doing? Back over to here. I think it's probably time for a flip. Getting some more colour. It's still very, very, very soft. Not seeing any firming up at all yet. I'm tempted to put them in the oven to finish them off actually, given the thickness. I mean, with the lid on they're going to cook, but I want the bun to be cold and toasted. I don't want it to be hot and toasted. Also, I'm going to put cheese on these, but I'm not going to cut the cheese yet, and I'm really not happy with how soft the burgers are. If I can show you this. But that's literally no weight at all on them. Temperature up a little bit. I want some heat trapped in there. Right, I'll return when those are more cooked. I think we've reached a point where we need a temperature probe just to find out how close or far away we are from having these cooked. They seem to have reached a sort of plateau in cooking where they're now putting out a lot more moisture. Now we're not even seeing 50 degrees in the middle there. I'll flip them and put them back down, but they're going to be burnt before they cook. If I turn them down, they don't cook at all, so I don't think the texture of these burgers really suits being fried at all. So that's not a good look. Now 50 degrees is alright, but it's going to need to get to 75 before I'm comfortable cooking it, or maybe even 80 given it's dark, and I want to push some of the fat out of it. Handle's got too hot to hold now. Just moving some liquid around inside. Still going for it. There's been a change. I don't know if you can see this, but the burgers have just suddenly sort of started shrinking. So I think they're coming to sort of the 65-70 degree mark where the meat's cooking and sort of changing flavour and texture. But to get them there, I really look like I'm burning them. They are starting to release fat as opposed to just soaking it up as well. Let's see what we got going on in terms of internal temperature. Yeah, we're at 60 on that one. And 65 on that one. So let's get the slightly lower temperature one more in the middle. Give them both a bit of pad down and another 10 degrees, shouldn't be too long. Burgers are mere seconds away from being ready, so it's time to collect the toasted and now lovely cold brioche buns, which is the way I like them when making a burger. And time to get the cheese. I'm actually not going to do the cheese, I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to have the cheese. I've got ready little sauce which is going to go with this. I don't want to put Nando's sauce with hoisin duck, and cheese seems just about right. It's working itself out. We've got some red Leicester going in here. Look at that stuff. A nice form of mature coloured cheddar. Should add something interesting to the flavour. I think I'm going to go put them on the burger though, so let's cut them and go drop them on top. If I get a nice thick slice, like that, I can cut them in half, pop it on top and then melt it over the burger. Put this in a bag and put it back in the fridge. Okay. Da, 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 da. Oh. Okay. Just check there's no oil fat, like you get this big build up in the middle. Just sort of squish the spatula for it and make sure there's no massive build up of fat just under the surface. Because the way burgers cook on a griddle or on a frying pan, that can happen. Put those on there, leave them to melt for a few minutes. It'll take a couple of minutes for that to melt. I'm pretty sure now, given we were at 60 and 65, we'll be well over 70 by now, so I don't need to temperature sense them again. They're not going to have got colder in the last couple of minutes. We'll watch the cheese melt there for a second. Start to soften around the edges. Be melting from underneath as well. Come on, hurry up. Just bring the plate over and then we can serve them onto the buns. I think we're almost there. We're sort of hitting the cheese is just about hitting the temperature where it's starting to fully melt. You can just see it running off the edges. Absolutely perfect. Wow, I'm really looking forward to these. The smell is amazing and it's really, really getting me hungry. It's one of those cooking smells where it's just getting better and better the whole time. I think we're almost there. Yeah, I can't see a sharp edge anywhere on that cheese now. I think we're done. Maybe just a couple of seconds more. See if we can see some cheese dribble down the side and hit the bottom of the pan, and that'll be our go signal. It's got to be there in a sec. Yeah, there's not even an edge anywhere on the cheese now. It's like two little discs. Oh wow, yeah. The temperature in there is getting extremely hot. I think we're ready. Perfection. Look at that. All good burgers are a little bit burnt. Not burnt, but caramelized. These are no different. Let's go rinse the pan out. Quite a sticky mess in the bottom of the pan. There's a lot of hoisin sauce in there, along with a few other things. But if I put it on there, that pan will deglaze itself with just some water in it. There we go. It's doing quite a good job already. It takes a lot more energy to heat up the equivalent weight of water than it does the equivalent weight of steel. Don't worry, that won't even get to boiling point, and if it does, that takes out so much energy, it'll be fine. Let's look at the wonderful burgers. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. My assistant, do you want any?
No, thank you.
You sure? Not half a burger? Okay, sister doesn't want any. Yummy, more for me. I didn't season them beforehand, but I am putting a little bit of pepper on them now. Oddly enough, I'm also going to put some tomato ketchup on because this is a burger and that's how I like them. So even though it's a duck burger, it's cheese and ketchup for me. Wow. Can't believe I'm going to eat both. Probably going to save one for later. But let's eat one now and see what it tastes like. Well, it tastes like duck. Wouldn't be suitable for a barbecue. The texture inside is firm all the way through, but given how mushy it was earlier, I don't think it would make it on a barbecue. It's quite a stringy texture. A bit like if you've ever had a chicken burger that's made from minced chicken, it tastes a bit like that. Duck is quite a tough meat when it's cooked to this temperature. It's obviously like 75, 80 degrees, but you really don't want to go any lower than that because this is poultry, right? We don't want a pink middle to our burger. Although you do cut some duck to be pink in the middle, when you mince duck, you do not want it pink in the middle. I don't agree with having burgers pink in the middle, by the way. Personal preference, but I think that whole American thing where they make them really pink in the middle is really rank for me. I think a burger should always be well done. Part of its charm is the crunchy carameled minced beef. You want to have that kind of flavour. Go for a steak where it hasn't been minced and that additional bacteria hasn't been introduced to it. Or ground, as the Americans say. Nice. Yummy. Well, I'm full up. I'm going to save the other one for later. Thanks for watching. Please like and share the video, and please, if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe. Thanks very much for watching. Bye bye. I don't know.